is the biggest WWE cliche I've ever seen. This is the staple cliche. This is a contract signing. They always end in a Pier 6 brawl, and I would love for that to be trending on Twitter right now. And since you are completely devoid of charisma, you're not creative or exciting, I figured we haven't had a peaceful contract signing since WrestleMania 3 when Andre and Hogan battled. So you can play the part of Jack Tunney. The three of us will sign the piece of paper, and then we can just get to fighting. What do you say?
Whoa. Hold on a second, Punk. You've got it all wrong, okay? I'm all about excitement. I am Mr. Excitement, okay?
He is.
And in the name of excitement, I'm not going to have a traditional triple threat match at TLC. For the first time ever, the WWE Championship will be defended in a triple threat tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Come TLC, we're going to tear each other apart if it comes down to being WWE champion. But if there is one thing that we can agree on, is that no matter what happens at TLC, you are not walking out WWE champion.
El Mocoso is right. You are going to lose, Punk.
So once I sign this, we can get to fighting, right?
No. You signed the contract. Thank you, gentlemen. It's official. At TLC, the WWE Championship will be defended in a triple threat tables, ladders, and chairs match. Okay? And as an executive of WWE, I'd like to wish each of you good luck. And on a personal note, I'd just like to say I'm really looking forward to this match. So can I have a photographer in here for WWE.com? Take a picture? Let's take a picture.
Photo op.
Take a picture?
It's a photo op. This is a defining moment in Mr. Laurinaitis' term as general manager.
This is the first time ever.
Is this going to be his Christmas card or something?
Oh, come on! Even your contract signings are boring. I mean, these things are supposed to... They're supposed to end in violence, Pier 6 brawl, brouhaha. And you want to take pictures? Man, if you want anything done right, I guess you just got to do it yourself.
There we go. And Punk going out for Miz first now Del Rio. I love it.
And now, more Pro Wrestling Weekly with your host, Fearon Derry.
Sit down, shut up, and listen up.
Oh, those Pier 6 brawls, those brouhahas, those Donnybrooks. Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. CM Punk showing how a contract signing is supposed to end as John Laurinaitis tried to take it in a bit of a different direction, and I think that direction was, I don't know, to all of the excitement of a library read-off. I don't know. I couldn't come up with a better comparison. Oh, wow. But it is set, the triple threat TLC match, CM Punk, The Miz, and Alberto Del Rio. Got that coming up for TLC 1 week from tomorrow. I'll get into Final Resolution in a little bit. For now, let's get back to the phones. Ron, you've been waiting patiently.
Have plans to own one in the future? Don't miss Real Estate Radio with
apparently you're getting interrupted by Merrill. Oh. What's Merrill doing getting in my show? Sorry about that, Ron. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you here.
Okay, listen, I before I say what I have to say, I've been trying to get into your Facebook, and for some reason, it says I would accept it, but I can't get any further.
Huh. I'll have to look into that.
Do you want my email address?
I don't know if you want to give that out necessarily over the air.
I could do that. It would help me because I want to get into I want to check your site out.
I'll tell you what. Once we're finished with the call, hang on the line. We'll have Wild Bill Melody get the info from you, and I'll get you the email and see what's going on to get you set up there.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to get in there for weeks. But anyway, I want to comment about a few of those promos this week, especially the one with Bobby Roode.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been bouncing around in so many directions. Bobby Roode shocking a little bit with literally spitting in Dixie Carter's face. Spitting in the face of authority, as he calls it.
That wasn't right. I mean, if I was Sting, I would have done something about it, stripped him from the belt. That's my opinion. I mean, he actually disgraced her. And that, disgraced her on TV, a lot of TV disgraced her, and he laughed in her face, And I was like, she's gone through so much in the past, year or two with authority there as far as Hulk Hogan, and now Bobby Roode, acting arrogant as he is. I mean, he's not grateful that he's won the title, but now he's won it. He's showing his arrogance, and I don't like it.
Well, the only now obviously I'm not an advocate for really for spitting of any kind. Whether it's in anyone's face and tobacco, not a fan of spitting in any regard. But the one positive that came out of that promo and just your natural reaction just depicts it perfectly. It's a great heel move. I mean, it's something that has a lot of people, a lot of Dixie Carter fans angry, and rightfully so. I mean, spitting in someone's face, as you said, it's the ultimate sign. Well, I don't know about the ultimate. It's definitely up there as far as signs of degradation and disrespect. I mean, you don't get much worse than spitting in someone's face, and that definitely exemplified. I mean, that got a lot of people against Bobby Roode, and I don't know. I just wish it led to a little. It seemed like it was a segment that didn't really go anywhere as far as leading to the pay-per-view match coming up tomorrow night. Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, a 30-minute Iron Man match. TNA time. I mean, that already is looking fantastic, but I don't know. It seems like it. I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot of focus on it.
What's it leading up to? Open a hornet's nest. He's going to even make AJ Styles even madder. I hope he beats him, but I don't know. Is it too soon for him to win the championship from Robert this time or not? I mean,
I would say so. Just because and both WWE and TNA are guilty of this. The ping pong match, or hot potato, I guess it would probably be a better example as far as your world championship. Every time that it changes in a rapid fashion like that, it kind of takes a little bit of that value, that prestige away. And I don't want to get into a back in my day kind of thing, because I mean, if that's the case, my day was when I was like 4 years old. But I mean, you look back to the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. There weren't a whole lot of frequent title changes. I mean, you saw title reigns that would easily go past a year. Now, obviously, you didn't have the media exposure that you do today, so I think that kind of has to be taken into consideration. You maybe had one hour television show a week, as opposed to, in the case of TNA, you've got the 2 hours of Impact. In WWE's case, you've got 2 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, plus the pay-per-views. And on top of all that, plus you can sprinkle some other things in there. I mean, NXT, and Superstars, those are both internet-only things now. But, I mean, there's still a lot more that has to be thrown out there. But I guess because of that exposure, I don't know. How do you maintain that prestige without making it seem like, it's been 3 weeks, here's another title change?
Yeah, but I'm enjoying now these Iron Man matches. I think the last one I remember, wasn't it... had to do with WWE and within it, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
Well, that's one of the more notable ones. I mean, there have been Iron Man matches since then. I know Triple H has been in a couple of them. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Shawn Michaels and John Cena had one a couple of years ago in London that went real well. I know Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle, I think, fought in one a few years back. So, I mean, there have been some notable Iron Man matches, but whenever you hear Iron Man match, most people tend to think, and a lot of it is because it was at a WrestleMania, you have to go back to WrestleMania 12, 1996. Yeah, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, 60 minutes. I don't know how they were able to keep the crowd's attention for, wrestling for 60 minutes, but they did a pretty good job of it. And actually 60 minutes and change as it went into sudden death overtime and ended up being, I want to say 62 minutes and 12 seconds or something like that.
I mean, these Iron Man matches, what's it prove? I mean, are they proving their strength that they can last that long in a ring against the other opponent? I mean, and really do something? I mean, this is something grant me, call me crazy, but
You're crazy.
I'm not like this. I would put maybe Big Show and Mark Henry, but I don't know if they could even do it with their condition for one of these matches.
Oh no, it takes a great deal of if you get a 15 to 20 minute match out of Big Show and Mark Henry, you're looking pretty good. I mean, that's a lot for both of those guys. I mean, a lot of it, there are a lot of factors. I mean, physical condition is one thing. Age to a degree is another. I mean, neither Mark Henry nor actually I think both of them are closing in on 40 years old, Mark Henry and the Big Show. So I mean, yeah, I want to say they're both in their very, very late 30s. I mean, that has a little something to do with it too. Plus, I mean, they're strength guys. Generally, you don't have someone who has a lot of strength and a great deal of cardiovascular endurance.
All right. Well, one thing you mentioned something about, before I mentioned about John Morrison, you mentioned that John Cena's not going to be in this pay-per-view.
Well, thus far, he is off the card. I mean, as far as TLC. Well, I mean, there's a week. It's not like the pay-per-view's tomorrow. There is a week, so there could be a way to get him in a match. I mean, they may find a way to shoehorn him into the WWE. Well, I guess with the contract signing, it's kind of hard, but...
Zack Ryder beating Mark Henry, wouldn't he be in lineup for now a title shot because he beat him in a non-title match?
Well, the stipulation of that was that Ryder, if Ryder won that match, then he would be granted and has been granted a U.S. title shot against Dolph Ziggler, which is what Ryder's been campaigning for a while. He's been getting the online petition going on with the Twitter and everything else. And now that looks like it's finally coming to fruition. Now, once he wins that U.S. title, if he does, yeah, there are certainly higher aspirations. I mean, maybe they could set up for, a Broski versus Broski Cena against Ryder match down the road somewhere. That's certainly a possibility.
Well, I always thought that every time you knock on matches, you beat the tag team match if there was a tag team. That's another thing I can't figure out. The tag team match titles have been in limbo for, I mean, how long now? It's over 30 days, isn't it, that they have to defend the title?
Yeah. I mean, well, part of the issue is that in WWE's case is one half of the tag team champions was suspended for 30 days for violating the wellness policy. Evan Bourne was suspended, and just recently, like within the past week, has made his way back into house shows and is wrestling on TV again. So now they have to kind of find a point to reestablish the tag team championships, especially because, I mean, you've had Kofi Kingston just kind of lingering in limbo while his tag team partner is, was suspended. So, plus, what credible teams are there to face them? That's the other issue.
That is true. It seems like the time when they had the United States Championship that wasn't defended that often. The tag team championship usually gets defended more often than anything else, and I'm surprised it hasn't been defended. I mean, up to now, I mean, I know there's teams are really incredible that could go the distance with them. I mean, they have nobody so far.
None that I know of at this point. I mean, like I said, when you only have maybe 2 or 3 teams, it's kind of hard to set any of those things up. And thanks for the call, Ron. I got to run, unfortunately.
Okay.
I don't know. The tag team division is it's an interesting bear, to say the least. Anyway, Bill, we up for a break, or we got a little more? I don't know. Yeah, okay. We'll take it. Yeah, that way we'll give our old friend here on the other side. We'll give him the ample amount of time. We'll take care of our second bit of business. Still have predictions certain to go wrong for Final Resolution, and room for more of your calls. Looks like one of which is coming in now, but we still got room for you. Those numbers 215-949-3232 or toll free at 888-922-2149. You can also chime in on Facebook at the WBCB Pro Wrestling Weekly Facebook fan page. Actually, there's a bit of a discussion going on based on yesterday's Today in Wrestling History. Of course, yesterday you had in 2001, from December 9th, you had the Vengeance pay-per-view from WWE. That was where you had the title unification match where Chris Jericho, as he is touted on numerous occasions, beating The Rock and Steve Austin in the same night to become, at that point, WWE's undisputed heavyweight champion. And then there was a debate as to the usage and utilization of the term undisputed. And I'd mentioned that they'd used that for about 9 months before breaking the WWE and world titles in the separate direction that they are noted now. So kind of an interesting discussion on there on the Facebook fan page, and more with you. We've got our old friend, plus we've got George on the other side right here on Pro Wrestling Weekly on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.